Weird. He doesn't look hungry.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the unique toys SIEGFRIED. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right here you have a nice picture of SIEGFRIED. Nice piece of artwork there. The most powerful witchcraft masters in the universe ever, and things and stuff. I don't know. On this side of the box, you have a picture of the alt mode. On the other side of the box, picture of the alt mode. On this side of the box, on the top of the box, rather, you have that same picture there. SIEGFRIED on the bottom, you just have Orden, SIEGFRIED, warning, and all that stuff. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shot. Does this, that, the other, all that cool stuff. And that's basically it for the packaging. And of course, included in the packaging, you get not one, but two obligatory third-party collector's cards. You get one for SIEGFRIED himself with that same piece of artwork, and you get his tech specs right there, if that interests you. So there you have that. And you also get a card for Orden, the combined mode. So there you have a nice piece of artwork there of Orden, and on the back you have his tech specs right there. He ain't too bright. He ain't bright at all. And that's it for that. So, yay! 2 cards that will sit in a drawer forever. So moving right along, here we have SIEGFRIED Unique Toys take on Hun-Gurrr, the leader of the Terracons. And a very, very cool figure, very nicely done. Here he is in his two-headed dragon mode, and I like it. I like it very, very much. Getting closer so you can see the detail in the head sculpt, or head sculpts, rather. So, we'll just take a look at the one here, but very nice. And the paint apps on this guy are sparse, but they're, you know, they're where they need to be to kind of break things up. You get some red up top, you get some red here on the side. You get various shades of gray, along with the red throughout. You get silver here on the claws. You get some darker paint apps. Right down here, you know, you get some grays. Some grays here and there just to break things up. Again, silver claws back here. Get some of that red up top. Get some of this maroonish purple right here for the spikes. Unfortunately, it doesn't go all the way down the tail. Unfortunately, these back spikes stay gray, which kind of sucks, but oh well. What are you going to do about it? But still, very, very cool, very nicely done. Articulation-wise, the heads are on a ball joint, so you can get good range of movement. You can get some wiggly-waggly room. You do get a little bit of side-to-side action, a little bit restricted, but you do get some side-to-side movement. And they're also on a hinge right here for transformation, so you can actually raise the head up. Get them looking up, you can get them looking down. The mouths do open and close. So you have that. These are the robot mode legs, so basically you have use of the knee joint right here, as well as a swivel. And of course you have use of the hip joint, so you can go up and down, you can go in and out. You also have this joint right here, which is actually for combined mode, but you can make use of that also if you want. That's on a nice ratchet. So you have that. The front legs are on a ratchet joint. Right there. Kind of a squeaky ratchet joint. But it's there. And you also have some outward movement. And the one thing I like about these shoulder joints is that they actually do lock in place. If you don't want these, if you don't actually want them moving outward, they will actually just kind of lock in place. See, they kind of pop out, and then just click back in, which I think is a nice feature. You do get a double joint right here, and this foot is on a ball joint, as well as a hinge, so you can get some good movement there. The rear legs do a 360. There's no outward movement. You get a double joint here, and you get a joint here at the foot. The tail is very nicely done because each segment is on a joint that allows it to move up and down, and also a joint that allows it to move side to side, which is pretty cool. And the same thing here, you have the upward and downward joint and a side to side joint. The end of the tail is just on a hinge that just moves up and down. So you can kind of get the tail, you know, in some somewhat good poses. You can kind of get it a little flowing there, which is nice. So I dig that. I dig that very much. So there you go. So let's bring in some comparisons now. Let's just do this real quick. So here we have the Voyager Prime, just so you can see how he scales there with Voyager Prime. in his alt mode. We'll bring in his buddies here, see if we can get a group shot. Put him here. Bring him in. Bring him in. Bring Troll in. And there we go. There we got the team so far. They look good together. They look good. I like it. I like it. I like the Terracons. They're definitely one of my favorite combiner teams. So, there you go. There you go. And here he is with G1 Hun-Gurrr. Cause it's precious. Two-headed precious. Yeah, there it is. So you have that. So, he does come with a bunch of accessories, and we'll just run through these real quick here. He does come with this gun right here. He comes with this gun right here. He also comes with this gun, and he comes with this gun. And he comes with these two double-barreled guns right here. And he also comes with two swords. Excuse me, two swords. They're done in a nice gold and very nicely detailed. So he comes with a lot of weapons. So basically, you can use all this to arm up your other not Terracons, and that's really cool. But what you can also do with this is make the combined mode gun. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this gun, and it will plug on the top of this gun. Just plug those together. And then this gun will plug into the top of this gun. You can see this piece right here will just go into that slot right there. So you just take the, oops. Am I doing this right? Yes, okay. Just make sure. Just plug that in there, like that. And then you just take these and plug them together. And, whoop. I messed up. I messed up. I messed up. Here we go. Need a little more room here, so I can get that in. There we go. Plug all that together, and then you flip this down, and there you have the combined mode gun. And that's really cool. I like how all the weapons just come together to form one unified weapon. I really like that. And if you want, you could take these, and you can plug these in these ports on the sides, if you wish. So you can plug those up there. You can also incorporate the swords. I've seen people do this, and it actually does look pretty cool. Just plug these into those ports on the sides here, and just kind of make a big crossbow of murder death. And I think that looks really cool. So, very, very nicely done. I really dig that. So, you get a lot of armament with this guy, and that's very cool. You also get the chest piece and the crotch plates for the combined mode right here. And you can do quite a bit with this. Now, how much you can do with it, I'm not sure, because the instruction only tells you one of two things you can do with it. But it seems like you can do a lot more with it, and I've been trying to mess around with it, see if I can figure anything else out. But basically, all this comes apart. So you can take these pieces, and you see they just slide out. They just slot in right there. So you can take these pieces off. This piece even removes for some reason. I don't know. Now, one configuration that it shows you on the box is that you flip down these little tabs right here. Flip that down. Flip that down. And you can take the combined mode gun. I'm going to take this off. Take these off. Raise this up. And you use this post right here, and that will plug in to the ports on the sides here. And you can see there's a little groove right there for that piece. And just take that, push that on. I don't close it in. I don't sandwich this in all the way because this is really tight. So I just make sure it's holding together, otherwise I feel like I will not be able to get them apart. But then you just take this, you take this center piece here, you have this piece that's on a ratchet joint. You want to take this and just rotate it around like that. And then you're going to take these, oh no, actually for this configuration, my fault. For this configuration, you want to leave it like that in its original position. And then you want to take these and just plug them in right here, like that. And then this will plug in to these two ports right here. Get his heads down. And just plug that in and you have that going on. So you totally got that going on. And if you want, you can take the swords and you can plug them in right here. Those ports right there. You can take these double-barreled blasters, you can plug them in the other side. Where's the port? There it is. And there you go. And I posted a picture of this on Twitter and I said, overkill? Ain't no such thing as overkill. No, not at all. That's totally sane. Perfectly sane. So. Now this, I honestly don't know what you're supposed to do with this. It seems like this should have other functions, but I don't know. I mean, you can just kind of plug it into the back of the leg here, but I haven't found any way that this can incorporate into all of this, so I don't know. I don't know. The instructions don't really tell you what to do with all this stuff, so there's one configuration. Again, there are a bunch of configurations, I'm sure, but, you know, I haven't figured it all out. Another configuration is if you rotate this around and plug it in this way. Oops. Oh, that backwards. Plug it in this way. Like that. Then you can just take the main gun here and just have this plugged in here. Let's pop that. There you go. So that's another configuration. Again, you can leave the swords off if you want. It's totally up to you. So that's another configuration that it shows you on the box. Other than that, I don't know what else to do with this stuff. But there you go. There you have that. Let's take all this apart. There are also these posts right here. You can flip out of these side pieces. I don't know what these are for. I'm thinking, my only guess is maybe, you know, you plug the swords in here. And you can plug these into his hips. It's the only thing that seems to make sense. So I'm not entirely sure. That's one thing I managed to figure out. But again, hey, you know, it does have a lot of playability to it, and a lot of you know, various ways that you can display him. So hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So all right, let's just get right down to transformation. So we will go to torso mode first, and then we will go into robot mode. So to get them into torso mode, I have to raise the camera. You can see what I'm doing, and so I have some room to operate here. So we'll do that first. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to come back here to the back legs. You're just going to take them and just fold them up like that, and just leave that foot hanging out right there for now. Do the same thing over here with that. Then you just want to untab the legs. You just tab in right there. Just like those, bring them to the back. Just leave them hanging out. These side pieces right here, you want to untab. You want to take this panel and fold it down. Fold that down. You want to take this piece right here, and that's on a double hinge. Just take that and bring that down like that. And once you have that done, you're going to take this panel right here, which can be a bit of a pain in the butt to get out here, but there you go. It's on a double hinge. Just want to take that and bring that down here, like that. And then you want to take this back panel here, it's also on a double hinge. Bring that down. Now before you bring that down, you want to take these two double-barreled blasters here. You'll see there are little tabs here on either side. What you want to do here is you want to take these and plug them into these slots right here, like that, and like that, and then sandwich this together. You'll see there's a tab right here. I'll tab in right in there and lock all this in place. Just bring that down, and there you go. We'll lock all that in place. That just fills out the combined mode waist a bit. So once you have that done, you just want to rotate these up, and this post will plug in right there. Bring the arm down, get it out of the way. So plug that in right there, rotate that around, plug that in right there, and there you have that. Now the arms, you can just, the beast mode arms you can take and just take that claw and just bring it right down over the shoulder, like that. And there you go. Let me raise things up a little bit more. So there you have that. Now, the arms. What you're going to do with the arms is you're going to bring them around like that. You're going to rotate the arm at the bicep. You're going to rotate the claw and bring that up flush against the forearm right there. It's a tab right here. They'll tab into that slot right there. So just tab that in. Right there. And once you have that tabbed in, this post right here will go into a port that is right there. Just plug that in, and that will all lock into place. Second verse, same as the first. Bring that around, bring that up. Fold this up. Kind of tab that in, and then bring that around, plug that in, and there you got the arms all locked in. Oops, things are coming undone on me. There we go. There you have that. So now you want to take the waist here, rotate it 180, and then you're going to take the legs, you're going to bring them back and then bring them out like that, and then you're going to bring the leg down at this hinge right here. There's a ratchet right there. Just bring it down at that joint and then rotate this section forward. You just want to take the beast head and just bring it up like that. And now you want to take the outer part of the leg right here and slide this up, which on mine is really tight. It's one part that I hate, because on mine these are so tight for some reason. Man. So one thing I don't like about this toy is this one part of the transformation is just way harder than it needs to be. There it goes. Jeez. So you just slide that up like that. And we'll do the same thing here, hopefully with a little less effort. Bring that back, bring that down like that, rotate it. Let's see if this one works a little bit easier. And nope. This isn't because the camera's on, this just is really hard to do. There we go. So slide that up right there. Now these combiner mode pegs are on stupid tight joints, so I'm not going to flip these down now because I don't want to waste time muscling these out. These, you flip down, those are the connectors for the legs to plug onto. I'm not going to waste time muscling these around. You flip those down. Right here. You just take them, you flip them down as best you can. With as much force as you can. Eventually you can get those flipped down, so there you go. And then you just want to take the tail, bring it down against the back. And once we've done that, we can take the chest piece that we have to put back together now. Plug this back where it was. Plug this back, flip this back down. Plug that back where it was. Rotate this back to its original position. So you want it like that. And there you go. Now how this is going to work is these posts right here will plug in right here, and these two posts right here will plug in right there. So you just basically start from one side and just work your way over, line it all up like that, and then you get those bottom pegs lined up right there. Just push that on. There you have that. Then you take the crotch piece and that will just plug in right there. Just plug that on like that. You can flip out the arm connectors. Those come out easy. Flip those out. And the last thing you're going to do is just open up the tail, flip out the head, close that back up, and you just want to pull up his little antenna and just go whoop, whoop, right there. And there you go. There you have the torso mode for Orden. That looks really cool. Very, very cool. I love it. I love it. Getting closer on the head sculpt. I love the head sculpt. Looks so cool. So nice. I love it. I love it. That just looks really, really cool. And I can't wait to get all these guys together. It's very, very nicely done. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah. This is going to be one bad mamma jamma right here. I love it. I love it. So anyway, now we got that done. Now let's get down to robot mode. So let's just pull all this off. Pull all this off. Come on. With the greatest of ease. Greatest of ease. There we go. Pull all that off. Push the antennas back down. Take this, flip it back into the tail, close that back up. And now we can just, I guess we'll do the legs right now. So the legs, you're just going to take them and just bring that back up. Bring it down and around. Take this, extend it back down. Rotate it like that. And then just take the beast mode head and bring it down on that hinge right there. And then open the mouth up completely. And there's your foot. Same thing here, just bring that up and just bring that forward and down, extend that, rotate it, and open up the foot, and there you go. Then you can just rotate the waist 180 again. Then you can just kind of open this panel up right here. These will come out. Take these, put these off to the side because we're not going to need them anymore. And just bring that up. Just take this side and bring it up. For now, we're not going to do anything with that yet. Let these pegs back in. Untab the arms. Untab the arms. Yeah. The greatest of ease. There we go. Jeez. Untab the arms. Bring it down. Rotate at the bicep. Open that panel up. And flip out the hand, close it back up. There you go. Second verse, same as the first, so that came out a lot easier. Unpeg that, bring that out, rotate, open that up, and get that out. Get that hand out, close it up. There you go. Now you want to detach these shoulder sections here, because these shoulder sections sit in front of this panel that you need to flip down, so you can't open that panel without unpegging those. And then flipping out the head is basically impossible, so you always need a little tool to pry his head out, unfortunately. So, there we go. Oh goody, now his head's stuck. Come on, work with me, man, work with me. Thank you, jeez. So close that back up. You can plug his shoulders back in where they were. And once you've done all that, now you can take this panel and bring this back up right there. You can take this panel and bring this back up, collapse this whole waist up, and then this will just plug in right there where it was and lock that in place. Bring the tail down, and there you go. There you have SIEGFRIED in his robot mode. And very cool robot mode. I like how just big and beefy he is. It's very cool, very nicely done. Getting close here on the head sculpt. Raise the camera up a little bit. See if we can focus here. Like the head sculpt. Very cool. Nice silver paint there. And a very nice design. I really like it. Very, very cool. Like I said, I like how beefy he is. And yeah, nice design. It works. It works very well. You can't really do anything with the tail. It just kind of dangles back there, but that's okay. But really, really cool. Articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint, so you can get a little bit of wiggly-waggly movement. Again, you have those ratcheted shoulder joints. You do get inward and outward movements, again, on that joint there that locks into place. So you have outward movements, you do have a bicep swivel, you have double jointed elbows, you have a wrist swivel, you have a waist swivel. Legs can go forward, they can go back. About that far, they can go in and out. You get a swivel at the knee, you get 90 degrees of bend there at the knee. And feet are on that ball joint, so you do get that ankle tilt. You can get some up and down movement also. So I can help you with posing. And there you go. And of course you can have him holding his weapons. Any weapon you want, really. You can give him, this is the gun that they tell you to give him. This one right here. So you can hold that gun. right there. And the instructions tell you to give him the crotch plate here and plug it onto his forearm. Support right there. I guess that serves as a shield. It's very tight though. There we go. It likes to pop itself out. Get in there. Stayed on before. You know why? Because the camera's on. It's because the camera's on. That's what it is. It's always because the camera's on. Okay, well now it doesn't want to stay on. Because it hates me. That's why, because it hates me. Okay, it doesn't want to stay on, but maybe it's just because it's hot down here. But this can plug onto his forearm. I did have it plugged on before, but for some reason now, it just wants to push itself out because it hates me. Come on. Nope, just wants to push itself out now. But you can plug it on there. Whatever. I'm not going to fight with it. But there you go. Got him armed up. Of course, you can give him the swords. You can give him any of the guns here. You can totally arm him up however you wish. So, there you have that. Now, for comparison, here he is with Voyager Prime. So you can see how he scales there. Maybe a hair taller than Voyager Prime. We have that. Here he is with Leader Megatron. See how he scales with the Leader. So, there you have that. And we'll bring in his crew. Well, his crew so far anyway. So there we go. Here we go. And, hey, don't you fall. How dare you. You stand. You stand. There you go. So there we have the crew so far. Very nice. Very nice. They definitely look good together. Definitely do. So there you have that. And of course, here he is with his G1 self-causes pressures, hunger pressures. So there you have that. So very, very cool. So yeah, SIEGFRIED, where's Roy? Yes! That was horrible. I'm sorry. That was horrible. As far as SIEGFRIED goes, very cool figure. I like him. I like him a lot. You know, some things on this figure are a little tighter than they need to be. Like that, this slider mechanism is just way too tight and just gives me way too much problems sometimes. But other than that, you know, it's a very nicely engineered toy, very cool, looks great, and I can't wait to slap all these guys together and make an Abominus. I really can't. I have Hagen. He will be reviewed, not tomorrow, he'll be reviewed Thursday, and then on Friday we'll slap all these guys together and make us an Abominus. So I'm very much looking forward to that because this is just shaping up to be a really, really awesome set. So there we go. So if you would like a SIEGFRIED or any of Unique Toys offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so do check it out. You can also check out the Orden playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also, link in the description down below, so check that out. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGames, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Unique Toys SIEGFRIED, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. Oh, just one more quick thing I thought I'd show in case somebody cared. You know, here is the Unique Toys Terracons with Warbitrons, not Technobots, so you can see how all those guys scale together. Pretty much all these third-party combiners, you know, scale the same way. They're pretty much all the same size. So, there you go. Just in case anybody cared. There you have that extra little comparison. So, there you go. I'm really going to go now. I'm really going to go now. Bye. What is it? So you're just not gonna explain this? Hey, you don't explain everything you do! I'm the leader! I'm allowed. Well, if you must know, I just created him. I figured he'd be a cool way to get around. Great, great. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. But can you tell it to keep one of its faces out of my face? Can you maybe get this side a breath mint? Maybe some gum?